Welcome back to Factorio Nullius and the October-November community map. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, now I got all this stuff kind of set up last time, so I can start getting these miners slowly made. Well, something seems to have stopped there, so I need to figure out that. But yeah, get these slowly made so I can improve the mines. But more importantly, I think I want to work towards finally automating the science setup. Because this down here has been kind of forgotten about, abandoned, and not refilled for a while now. So I just want to remake the whole thing, and what I'm thinking of doing is I might put it here, because there's lots of space over here. And I'll take various bits off the main bus, but I might just build some stuff completely separate if it's only used for science. Because when I was looking at these recipes here, especially like the mineral samples, including the mineral sample 2, to an extent that because air and seawater, so I need to build near the water somewhere really for that. That's a standard one, but this one also has some weird stuff like logic circuits and stuff. I just don't think I'm going to put them on the bus for like the main thing. But if I build mineral samples like here or whatever, I can bring the water over from there for the blue science. Then it kind of stops all that stuff kind of getting in the way here, because so far nothing else, for example, needed air or water. But first, let's actually just check what is going on with this. So that is full, that's good. This is, I think it's waiting on the electric red motors. Electric, they come from over here, and they are waiting on, it's going to be rubber. Okay, so rubber is the problem. No rubber, no science. Because I'm going to need logic circuits and stuff as well. So let's go over there and see what's up with that. Make sure, but basically all the basic materials, rubber, plastic and other stuff is all going to work fine. I need all that for the science. And then I can start laying out the belts and getting started on that really. Also am aware that this propane is going to back up eventually. Was there anything I could do with propane yet though? I can make it into plastic. Well, plastic is good to make, so that'll basically be a preferred plastic one then, because that's using an awful lot less ethylene, and it's basically using a waste product. Well, I guess chlorine's a waste product as well, but deal with that later. Let's just see about expanding this plastic to use the new alternate recipe, because that will then basically avoid that backing up. So the propane will come, pipe is along here I think. Ethylene is this pipe I think. Yep, so I could expand these out to make some more. Might need to move some stuff around there. Probably need to go and get some more resources though, because I don't think I've actually got enough of these. So while I wait for those to get made, let's get the pipe over. Pipe is going to come from, well, I guess for the moment it'll just come from here until I figure out a better way. So that's going to be that. Ethylene is this pipe. See if I can clear myself a little bit more space there while using a pipe 2. Going to need more methane production too. How far does this pipe reach? About there. Hopefully that's out of the way. So I think I need 2 more of those. That's going to have to move then. Oh, and so's that. And that. Anything else in the way? So water reconnect there. That. Can I reach across? Nope. But I can do that. So since I disconnected that, that's going to have to move a little bit, but I think I was going to need it over here anyway for these 2 flotation cells. Let's see what the pipe layout is going to be on that though, because I've not used this one before. Well, as with the rubber then, the answer is awkward because it's using a side. So probably the best I can do really is something like that. So which one is the, kind of hard to see the icons. I think that one's this one. So if that does that to get over there, Then let's go do that so I can actually walk through. That's going to come down there. Then that will be that one, and that will be that one. And really hope I didn't cross these over. I think I did, didn't I? The icons look so similar. Oh no, I did get that right. So propane is this one. Yep, that was actually correct. The issue was I didn't give it a power pole. Oh, that's an easy issue to solve. So one power pole, 2 inserters, and plastic will now work. And hopefully I'll use up my surplus or propane over here. Back that out the way a little bit. So to fit 2 of these, this is going to have to move back a tile. And even then, that's going to be quite a tight fit actually. Maybe I should move it back. Can I get 3 tiles out of it? So we'll need that hydrogen. Hopefully this will be enough space in the end for a couple of extra ones. Well, I guess I'm only going to really be able to fit 1 extra one. Maybe I'll just have to make do for the time being. But I can get the water there. Another wind turbine in the way. Can it move to anywhere else here? It can go there. Good. That can connect up there. Make some more of those. And then hydrogen can connect up there. So there should be 2 of those working at least now. So this should run continuously. If this runs continuously, it should keep this stocked up a little bit faster. And so at the very least, I should have doubled my rubber production here without having to really redesign it. And I should have avoided my propane backup problem. Now what was going on here, because this pipe was empty when I moved stuff, and it shouldn't be. Okay, it needs these, and these seem to have run dry. Oh, chlorine. Have I fixed chlorine? Oh, I see. I made... Because of the slightly weird way Factorio does pressure, this pump doesn't actually work the way I want it to because of this pipe here. You have to put the pump directly onto the tank or it won't actually pump into the tank. So I'll bend it around there and then that should let this work again. Oh, and now there's not enough power. Well, as soon as there's enough power surplus, these should work. And also if I make that a fast inserter, like so. Yeah, I think 2 of them. There definitely shouldn't be anything getting past this, so this should have the opportunity of filling up. In fact, even better idea, I could upgrade this box to make this small little box have a bit more capacity. Because this is kind of my discard pile, and this is like my actual useful pile. But for the time being, I'm just going to grab some of that and put it in there manually. So I put down those extra wind turbines, and right now the barrel output is relatively high as well. So what this is basically letting these is running at some of their capacity, not running at full capacity constantly I guess. But I've got a little like stockpile of hydrogen here, this is getting pumped in. Got a little bit of a stockpile of that there, so that's good. And then it looks like this is now one. Well, these can run at full speed, which means these run at full speed, and this still doesn't run at full speed. But do tend to get a reasonable amount of rubber at least compared to before. Not a particularly large amount, but better than before. So what I've got here already anyway for this aluminium setup is this capacitor thing here, which was semi-manual because this needs to have brought to it the graphite, which actually is there automatically. Aluminium sheets, which I could get from there, and plastic. So what I think that means in practice is if I went and got the plastic, which is just there, and I put some foundries down, maybe like just there, then I think I can fully automate these, and that will solve that problem. So if I just whip some of that up, I can just underpass over there. I don't really care where that goes to anymore for the time being. That will make me the plate. Now, so I can put that. No, let's go a bit there. It's out the way now. So I'll make the sheets it needs. So sheets will come along there now. Plastic if I brought it along here, specifically if I brought it actually on the bottom there. Can then side load that and that'll be relatively out the way. So plastic is here. All I need to figure out is a way of getting it past all this, which with the extra length on these underground belts is actually a relatively straightforward thing to do. So that can come there, go there, side load, come around there, and then go meet up with this. Should be then fully automated, and if I need to expand it, I can always expand it here. I don't know how many I'm going to need in the end. But since I needed them both for the science I was trying to do and those robots I was looking at, we'll actually bring this up onto the bus. I've still got no radar coverage up there, have I? But I'll find a place for it anyway, so I'll go up there on the bus and then I can use it for those future things. Now, where to put this science? I think I might as well keep it as far east as I can. I could always run a long pipe up there for the seawater. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. It should be then a couple of hydro plants, I think. So, let's just check. Seawater filtration is a hydro plant. Yep. So, to make that, I'll need one offshore pump, one outlet, and one hydro plant. Which is all stuff I can make. So that can just come up there at my leisure. Let's then work out what else do I actually need to belt over here. What are the special bit? Crushed iron ore I can steal from the belt there. Bauxite I'll have to go get. Sand. Maybe I can make sand here. Probably don't need too much for the science. I can probably just use a bit of surplus sand. Crushed limestone, I'm going to need to mine limestone from somewhere, and mineral dust, I think I can make that again from the surplus there. Oh, there's limestone there, so actually if I do the science here, everything is relatively nearby. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm going to have to go over there and fix that. When I set this up, I must have deleted the pipe that connects that and that. That is really stupid and annoying. Well, I'll go over there quickly and then I'll get back to this. So back to this. So what I think I want to do is take crushed iron ore from there, and I'll probably get priority. So I'm going to use a filter. Well, not a filter. Yeah, it's a filter. What am I talking about? So it's a filter inserter as opposed to a splitter doing the filter, because I want it to still go this way, and if I have a splitter it will actually separate them. Not really what I want, but this will do what I want. As soon as I can find the item. Where is the item? There it is, crushed iron ore. So that's going to give me some of that. Now to make sand. Can I make sand with any of the stuff I've got here? Maybe, but I'm not sure. I guess I've got sand up there if I need to. Yeah, let's do that. So mineral dust then. That is the harder one. Mineral dust is gravel in the crusher, and actually has no byproduct, so that is easy. And also get mineral dust from there. What does this give me? Crushed limestone and stone. So the stone I'll have to send off up there as well, I suppose. Nothing much to be said about that. Should have actually picked up those miners when I was there, so I'm going to go pick up those miners and then take care of that quickly. But in the meantime I can make some crushers. So basically your classic Minecraft electric miner, so that's nice to have. Minecraft, I get Minecraft from classic Factorio electric miner, in that it has the 5-tile radius, so if I was to have say a belt here, it can mine underneath the belt and not leave any gaps, and it's just basically nicer in about every way possible than the ones I've been using so far. So let's see if I can, let's copy that, so I can have one of those over there, one of those over there. Let's keep building more wind power because more power is good. Then this is all going to be pure limestone because at least the miners don't have any odd byproducts. Then that's going to go into some crushers. crushers are going to give me crushed limestone and stone. Now, I've got a choice here. I think the way I'm going to do this is have just one belt with regular inserters, like so, and then I use a splitter to sort it. So I want the stone to go away because I don't think I need the stone for anything here. And then that will go to science. Have I got that correct? Hopefully. Yeah, crushed limestone, no stone. So that will do that part of this job. As soon as I find someone to put that power cable. Check these are working. They seem to be working fine. I don't think I'm going to need very many of them. So far I've been really slow on anything science related anyway. That can just bring the stone up there. I guess I was one tile off, but that's fine. I'll just do that. It's easier than moving the thing. So there's my crushed limestone and there's my stone. I guess actually the harder one's going to be this bauxite. Might do a special belt alongside this special belt. In fact, given the nature of what that is, which is basically byproduct from this setup, which I think is actually what does the crushing. Is this doing the crushing I wanted? Yeah, so I want that stuff anyway. So there's another filter there. What I need to basically do is take some of that off, I guess. So if I put a thing there, then if I brought that down there, made that an underground and side loaded it. Kind of a messy solution, but it seems to be a good way of retrofitting it onto the existing design there. Now of course that's then going to end up here, so actually I do need both things anyway. I did that because of priority, but I guess probably for science purposes this will be enough supply at any point in time. So what I could do is that going to reach there? No. Well, I'll put a power cable around here somewhere. So that's basically one set of stuff going over to the science when I get around to it. What I think I want to do then is have a belt here. That will go that way, but a filter on that one, and that's not going to quite work, is it? That's going to work. So splitter to separate the things, but then this one's going to be restricted. Now that part I could just use two splitters, couldn't I? I don't think there's a better way than having two splitters. Actually, both ways around that's going to be possible to deadlock. That's not a good solution. Let's rethink that. So I've got two things there. I want the two things there to go that way with priority. And I want one thing to go up with low priority. It's the low priority that makes this tricky because inserter would give it high priority. What can I do to make that work? Let's see. It's wrong filter. So if I filtered that to the right, that's going to be on this bottom edge anyway. So let's just get that my sight for a moment. Then that's fine going off over there. And in fact, if I move that one tile, there you go. So now I know that the bauxite is going to go on there onto that side, and the iron ore will go on there onto that side, and it'll have priority over going up here. Perfect. Which means actually I don't think I do need that anymore, because I think the crushed iron ore coming down here is going to be enough. So I've been getting loads and loads of gravel out of here anyway for the steel and the iron. In fact, this has blocked up, so I'm going to have to go find some resources to expand that storage until I deal with it properly. But for the purposes of this, I think one will be fine. So that's just going to make it purely for the science. So if that goes in there, out, actually let's go hit the pipe. Let's go out there so it doesn't hit the pipe. That will go to science, and I'll make another box because this needs to not be stuck. So let's see what I'm up to on that. So crushed iron ore done, bauxite done. Sand I can go get. Limestone done. Mineral dust done. So I just need to get the sandstone, or the sand rather. The sand is up there. So if this is putting onto that side, I think I can just put this onto this side and it'll be fine. Then the sand will come down here. Once I get rid of those, well, I'll just underpass it under some of those boxes, I guess. So I'll do that. In fact, I can probably actually use another box for that as well, because yeah, they're pretty full. In fact, I figured out a better way of doing this. Or something very much to that effect. Put that there. Then put the assembly machines here. In fact, maybe I should put the assembly machines here. That could be an even better location. Let's just stop that for... too much stuff goes down. Apparently too much stuff has already gone down. Tidy that up in a moment. But what I'm thinking is, if I've got the two belts there and the belt there, if I just put this here, then how quick is this? So that's 8 seconds to make 2. So if I do 2 of them, that's 1 every 4 seconds. That seems like a reasonable starting point for now. So basically do that. And then yeah, so if I put that there or whatever, then these will get priority because they're first and inserters get priority. So that'll be 2 on there, 2 on there. Does that reach all the way across? Yes, but it needs to actually reach the big power pole over there, so that will work. Pick up all of this. And then for the time being, I'm just going to have the output be there. So these ones are going to be long, the other 2 will be short, and then these will work fine. So this one was just to go one in the pipe shouldn't be an issue, I'll do that later. Motors and iron gears, should be able to do that somewhere here nice and tidily. In fact, if I can do it, I'll make some more of those, I guess. But the bigger question was, what is the speed on these? I'm pretty sure I want a 1-to-1 ratio anyway. So that's 8 for making 2, and that's 15 for making 1. We'll call that 2 to make 2 and 8, which is the same as that then. So that means I need, I think, 4 of these. Did I get that right? 4 of these? Try that math again. 1 every 15. So that's making 1 every 4, 1 every 2 seconds. Now I think I need 8 of these then. That's quite a lot. That's a lot more than I've had so far. Maybe I'm overthinking the production of these red packs, but might as well do something big, but that's not going to fit. Okay, so blue science can probably go on there. Let's do red science on there. So they fit nicely with that. Red science is this one. So it goes on there. That will miss the mine there, so when I expand that out it won't be an issue. And it wants motors and gears. How many gears does it actually want then? Sounds like math. So that needs, so if I'm going to have 8 of these, and this needs 1 every 5 seconds. So I need 8 every 5 seconds, so I need slightly more than 1 per second. So I'll call it 2 per second. That makes 1 every 2 seconds, so I don't know, start with 2 of those, be close enough. Because otherwise I'm going to run out of resources and that will be a problem. Because it's going to take a while to actually make those. So that's going to be input for that, and then motors on there. Bit of a space there to come down. Make sure, just in case, the motor's on the right side. Actually did that wrong after all, it should have been on that side. So my bad on that. But should be fine, I think, once they get in there. Now I'll fix that. Why have these stopped? They need crushed iron ore. Maybe I was mistaken, that's not going to be enough crushed iron ore. Now I could always go back to the original plan of bringing additional cross iron ore down. Also, it looks like I made at some point a mistake. I don't know why that got there. That shouldn't have been there. Must have been when I was moving this stuff around. So I'm going to try and do is let's say I do one every 2 seconds, one science pack per 2 seconds. Seems a reasonable number, so that's 30 per minute. So remember, this is making one every 4 seconds, there's 2 of them, that makes one every 2 seconds. So then I need 6 of these to do the same thing. Also, I'm going to upgrade this with some storage capacity so I can get resources more easily once again. So I'm just going to do that for basically each of these separate, unique things. Yeah, so I basically need to copy this and put this over there. I think that will solve that one. Let's see if I can do that glass though. I want to put it next to the capacitors. So capacitors are here, glass is down there. Probably I need one of these to get across there. Yep, I do. But that's fine, I have one of those. Now, in fact, do I even need that box anymore? I'll just keep that glass for the time being, but I'm not going to keep stockpiling it. I think that is now kind of redundant. What side did I put capacitors on? I had that there, so capacitors end up on the left hand side. So let's change that to that. Again, I can expand the capacitors later if I need to, but I'm just not sure if I do or not. Well, it's maybe a bigger issue actually, is I've just not got enough reduction here at all. I think those can do with upgrading. I guess it took a lot to fill up this belt, so that's part of it. So hopefully now that has filled up, we'll get back to having enough production, but yeah, that is pretty slim there. So 6 of those. Actually, let's make that line up because rather it just be neat. They're going to put the science packs on there. So I've got the other 2, I merged them together now. Goes on here, and then there's going to be 2 sets of inputs on this in the end. One like there. So that's going to be input on the short side, then inputs on the long side. Keep forgetting they're not actually separate inserters now, because I need to go and adapt them after I place them. So that's all the inputs on that. Capacitors for it's already there. Glass should be coming unless I stuff that up somewhere. Oh no, there's the glasses coming slowly. So what did I need? Graphite, iron and glass. And I think I just need one of those. So if I just need the one, I guess I could put that there for the moment. Also need a logic circuit every now and then. How many logic circuits do I need? Just the one, so that's basically one logic circuit every 2 seconds. That is made in a... oh, it has to be a small assembler. Okay. So let's make some more small assemblers and I'll go grab some resources in a moment, I suppose. But let's see what that is. So that's going to be half crafting speed. I need one every 2 seconds. It's a... wow, it's 5... oh, you get 3, so it's like... we'll call that 2 seconds with a crafting speed of 1, but the crafting speed is not 1. Crafting speed is 1/2. So I think that means I actually need 2 of those. And then what else was here? I need 2 insulated wires. Actually, that doesn't need insulated wire, interesting enough, but I need some insulated wire just for that. So let's find the different types of wire. What type of wire is this? This is a medium assembler type of wire. And I need 2 per second. So insulated wire make 1 per second, that's fine. In fact, I could probably even use a small sewing machine for that, but I'll just use that because it's easier. It's not like they're particularly expensive. And then I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, capacitors. So those 4 things, plus that gives me that. Gonna need the rubber on that as well. Then how much power does this need? So that needs, let's just call that 1 per second on the wire. And let's call that 2 per second on the wire. So, wire. How do I make that one? Foundry, and I think those foundries have a cross speed of 1, so I think the answer there is to have one for that, one for that. That needs rods. I have rods on the bus I can go and get. So then it's just to work out the layouts for this. So is that going to hit the cliff? That does hit the cliff because cliffs can have weird hitboxes sometimes. Let's see if I can do the first 2 things then there. Or at least the one with the simplest recipe. So I'm going to need that on sheets made, aren't I? That's going to be another one of those to make the plates into sheet, and the rest of that's fine. So if I only need one of those, that can go there. That can go somewhere like there. Mind myself, let's actually just move it over. It saves me then which way around the inserters go, because I can just do that then. That will get it glass, so I don't need to worry about filtering out the glass. Actually, I still do need to filter out the capacitors, don't I? Actually, this could be a great opportunity. Because capacitors will need to go up there anyway, so if I just took the thing here and set this to capacitors, put the capacitors on the right, I guess, get shorter. Then did that, put those there, put that there. Then now I've got capacitors and lamps on one belt. Much tidier. Let's just get rid of those, I don't need to carry those around. So do I need iron for anything else? I don't think I did I? Nope, doesn't look like it. And the iron is up there right now, so could actually put this here. Make those there. Put that there, make it a long inserter so it comes across. Belt under that, and then that supplies that. I think that's actually easier than bringing the iron plates down. Last thing was graphite. Graphite is actually over here. Don't think that's needed anymore. If I make that a long inserter, it will just insert graphite. Well, I've not left myself though, there's a lot of space to actually get there. Maybe it has to come down here. So graphite feeding into that. So let's assume they're going to be like there or something. Because actually this does need to go to the end, so it could do something like... That's going to be inserted on the far side, I could do this. Assuming I can get all the inputs on those, so I'll have to wait and see on that for a second. Can I actually make the other one of those? I need to go get arm plates, which I can get from up there, so that's not too much of an issue. So graphite could come in there. Do need to get that across though, so if that did that, that could do that. That's 2 input. Then there could be one there with another input. That does work. Makes those go like that. Input there for those. That can reach across. That can go there. I'm actually running out of inserters too. I'll have to go resupply after this. But first, so plastic and silicon are the 2 kind of odd things there. Oh, I need rubber for that as well. Well, I can go on like that one, I guess. So I need plastic, silicon, rubber, and rods. Let's go look at what I've got up here and try and figure out what could be the tidiest way possible to actually get those resources. Yep, I broke it. So this pipe doesn't connect to this pipe. I guess actually, I know there's two mistakes I made there. So firstly, it's one tile too far. Secondly, there's an underground there and it clashes. Well, that was a big mistake on my part, so I guess I have to go get the car and I'll have to go and fix all that. So I guess since this is kind of at the end anyway, can get away with doing that and not having the undergrounds there at all. And then this is actually reached. I did reach, it's just I built the other thing in the way, which was kind of dumb of me. If I just forget about that for the moment. So I'll rebuild that in some form in a minute. 4 more crushers there. Then let's see what I can do about. Guess it can fit through there. Maybe. Well, not the tidiest solution, but I guess it is a solution that does work. Well, I do need those more ore then. Ore needs to come in there, or they're not going to do anything at all. Oh, and then to fix this, so I'll make sure I side load them onto opposite sides. Can I fit an extra one of those? I could actually. I could just move that there. Won't really cause any problems, so I can fit one more. Do I have one more? No. I have to make that. Have the resources for it though, so move this out the way here. That will go. Well, I guess I'll just copy paste this whole thing here. That's what I do with that. And then I hope this ratio at the end's right. So their crafting speed 1 and 0.5. So that's making 3 every 5 seconds, that's 6 every 5 seconds right now. And that's using 1 per second. So I think not quite. This is, I think, probably the right ratio though. So as well as increasing power, I think I'll do is actually increase the hydrogen production. So I've already upgraded all of these here. Wow, standing near those things is so loud. But I've already upgraded all of those things there, so what I can do now is build some more of these coming down here. So I didn't mean to copy 2 of those, oh well, that's fine because they can overlap. So let's see how many I can fit down there. And I'm wondering if this pipe here and this pump is fast enough, but if it's not, I could feasibly go and build the better pump, or what I could do is just put a pump on the other end and basically have 2 sets of pipes. Output full. If they're getting output full, then I guess they are getting close to the limit. Does this have a capacity? Doesn't seem to, so I'm guessing that has high throughput anyway. No, they're still getting output full. Okay, so how do I want to do that? Well, they're going to get some quality over there anyway because of that top-up valve. So if I make a pump, put the pump down there. How many of these have I got left? So I don't really want to do with getting in the way of that. Let's just move that the way. So make a pump, and then that's just going to connect to there. Come around to the ends. Actually, I don't need to come around to the end, do I? I can do it from here. So that can go there, and have a pump. And that should avoid that limit. And hopefully this is buffering enough for the amount of hydrogen I need for low power duration times. Now I need to get past all this stuff, which I've not made easy for myself at all, have I? So the only place I can get through, I think, is there. Guess I have to do it like this, so if that comes around there, then that can get across there. Now if I'd left myself a bit more space by, I don't know, building that further south like I should have, would have avoided the problem entirely actually, just wouldn't have been one. That's not going to reach either, and I hope I've not got any of those left. I'll go grab some more of those, But once I get that across, it should be easy enough to link it together. So I think the only complicated bit here, okay, that doesn't need to go through that. I think that will be that one. So plastic, rubber goes to those two on that. So that's that bit done. And then I still need that graphite from there, which I can't now just get through. Actually, I can put a belt there. Could put that there, that goes there. So I managed to get the graphite through in a kind of convoluted way. I need the rods to be separate. Go to the place over there. So rods over there. Graphite can then go through there. If I move that one space away, or let's go 2 spaces away, that can side load onto there, go down there, and that provides the graphite and the silicon. So those are there. And if I've managed to not screw anything up, this should now work. Could be a big ask, but let's see if this is going to work. So they're going across there, which get those working. That's now working. Why are they not being made? Glass. Must have deleted an inserter or something. So they're being made. They're being made, but slowly. Oh, I've actually just not got any rods left. Yeah, that is just running very slowly, isn't it? Well, that'll be something to solve for next time. Let's just put some of those in there manually for now. Thing is, I am now getting all 3 types of science that I want. So let's finally get around to doing that blue science before I forget about it again. And I think my preference is run the pipe instead of running a belt. I think that's going to be my preference. So, how many do I need for one every 2 seconds? Wow, 25 seconds? I didn't realise that was so slow. So that's like literally 12 of those. Crafting speed, that's the wrong thing. Let's find the correct thing. Hydro plant. Yeah, but it's literally 12 of those. So I guess I'll get making those. Let's actually try and count. So I've got 1, 2, 7. Well, I need more resources as well. Well, I'll go do that quickly and I'll run the pipe while I'm doing it. Actually, I might just build like 6 or something and not worry about it too much, guys. Realise a little bit further down there is a second recipe for this. That recipe has a much more reasonable 6-second time in a chemical plant, using drastically smaller numbers, 80, 40, and I don't know what the volcanic gas is. I think that was those vent things I saw. But considering this needs 3,000 air, 2,000 seawater. 2,000 seawater is not a huge amount, I guess it is over 25 seconds. It's also going to need a vast number of air filters though, which makes this whole thing look like less and less ideal at scale. So I might just build like 4 or 5 of them, maybe 6. See how much resource I've got really to do it quickly, but then I'll work towards getting the better version to use in the future. So I think it's 3 air filters for 1 hydro plant. So I'm just going to do it like that. Seems like the easiest way. So that's going to be basically 1 unit. Have an inserter for output. I just didn't think that through, did I? That doesn't actually quite fit like that. Yeah, because they stick out. Can I do that any other tidier way? Maybe I can make that not stick out so much, for example. Where's those air filters? Can do 1, 2, 3. I guess it makes it a bit longer, but it does fit nicer. So I'll do that. And then, yeah, see how many of those I can actually afford to build right now. Then all of those, they can come output there. Try and get that across, say, here. put that onto other side of that belt. Now the other thing is, so without using so much water, I think you need almost an entire intake for each one of them. So I'm gonna have, I guess, I'll just put all the intakes I've got down here. Be easier, so that's 5. Didn't actually build 5 of those in, I didn't have enough air in filters because that's quite a lot of air filters. But I'll have the water in case I need it in the future at least. It saves me coming back over here to change this around. Of course, make sure I use pipe 2 for everything so there's no pressure issue. You should be able to fill up the pipe, yep, to its full pressure. Then that connects to there, and that should now connect all over to... Oh, please tell me I didn't screw up something there. I hope that's connected. No, it's just I forgot to build something. Let's go check quickly. No, what went wrong here? Oh, I built all of those wrong. Well, I'll go rebuild those quickly. Then what I'm planning to do is I'm just going to go take the science that I've already got and just move it. So I'm not really sure how much space I want to leave here, so I'm going to go with that for the moment. Now I should have the lab I picked up here somewhere. Here it is. So that can go there with 2 inserters. I can use long inserters. That easily gets to 4 types of stuff. Looks like there's actually a total of 7. That's fine, I can put more belts there potentially. It's only going to be an issue and I'd want to do stuff with beacons, I might have to think about it. As far as right now goes, I have finally managed to automate science, so that is definitely a big achievement for this section. It took me a couple of hours in real play time to actually do that. There's quite a lot of work around here and there's a lot of stuff I had to go and deal with over there. Would be really nice if I actually got those radars and robots done first, maybe. But my next playthrough, like I tried to put off building a bus and I got kind of frustrated, but actually thinking about it, building this stuff wasn't really the most essential thing anyway. I could have just kept pushing ahead with science. Because I had technically got like the... Did I delete it? No, didn't fully delete it. I did some of it. I had technically got the purple science anyway. I just need to kind of keep pushing forwards with that, even though it's semi-manual. And maybe I could have got robots a bit quicker that way. Of course, the robots are also kind of painfully slow, which is the issue here. So I've had to get down to here, and the thing I was noticing, as I said, they get higher numbers. Like, is this practical to even do it semi-manually? Even though I technically got the resources going, to have to make that many science pack by hand, basically bringing stuff over here seemed like a bit of a pain. But that'll probably have to do it for now, so I'm going to take a break. Be sure to like, subscribe, and tune in for the next part.